Hello folks and friends, welcome back to another video. I was going to start this video at the barn, but I'm sitting in traffic, so I thought, why not? So this is probably going to be my last video in May, and I'll be honest in saying that I've been meaning to do this video a lot sooner, but time just got away from me. Basically, spring cleaning. Over the course of the winter, things have gotten messy. Tack needs to be cleaned. Ponies need main jobs and baths. I find these sorts of videos super satisfying and enjoyable to watch. I thought that it would just be fun to document the process. So this is going to be filmed over the course of many days because I don't have the time to do everything in one day, nor do I have the motivation to do so. So I've broken it down. I've decided what I'm going to do on which days. Today, day one is May 24th. It is a Wednesday, and I'm going to sort through my little storage area of stuff, and I'm going to do Merlin's mane. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for the support on my most recent videos. Let's rock and roll. So Eve has a little friend. No way. Did you have a friend? Where did your friend go? Do you want to go for a little ride? Do some canter pulls. Wait. Good. Tonight was an exciting night because both of the green babies, Evie who's 6 and Merlin who is about to turn 4, did canter pulls for the first time. Merlin actually found it easier than Eve, but he's also a lot steadier and he has no baggage in the way that she does, no previous training to overcome. So I think the canter pulls for Eve are going to be very helpful in teaching her to connect and to balance better, and also just to slow down and relax a little bit, because once she got thinking about it, she actually was connecting really nicely outside of the poles, like in between. So this is the damage, and this is what he looks like now. It's a tiny bit uneven, but today is only step 1. So his mane is really thick, as you can see. So what I do is on day 1, I will trim some length. I leave it slightly longer than I actually want it, because then I will take a solo thinning rake and thin it from the bottom, and it should be nice and even. God, he looks so much better. It's like a show horse now rather than a pasture ornament. So this is my mess of a corner. I must organize it. I have a lot of winter stuff here, so that stuff is coming home tonight, and then I'm going to bring out my summer stuff tomorrow. One of Merlin's many coolers. These I won on my high school lease mare. They just so happen to be his size. I'm a big fan of the classic Newmarket print bucket. This is coming home. My saddle cover, sheepskin saddle cover. Everything else in here is, everything else in here is fine. Draw reins, not draw reins, these are long lines. God, never catch me using draw reins. Boots that a friend gave me that I'm not sure if they're gonna fit Merlin or not. For now, that is it. This is all Merlin's fly stuff back from the cleaners. So I think that is it for tonight. I'm really tired, so I'm not gonna do as much of an organize as I'm not gonna go through all the drawers. I'll do that another night. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do, or try to do, part of Eve's mane, and maybe look through those drawers. The majority of the cleaning is going to happen this weekend. Hi I do say so myself, this took me about 10 minutes. It's a little uneven, but I'm gonna even it out and thin it out another day. Just don't want to push it because she's been so good. She stood there the whole time. Probably helped that there were 2 horses in, so she had some company. The contrast of it taking me 40 minutes for Merlin's mane last night because it's so thick versus like maybe 15 minutes for hers. So this is the furthest Merlin has come into the field this spring. Went all the way up there, and he's being very good. A little like looking at his shadow, but overall, very good boy. I am very pleased with my man. It's not even been 20 minutes since I got on, but he's being a little uncertain, so we're just going to build it up slowly. But then he did some trot and some canter along the bottom and was awesome. Oh, don't I look a sight. So unfortunately, tonight's plans, well, I got half done of what I wanted to get done. I did Eve's mane, but I also wanted to clean Merlin's 2 saddles. And apparently sometime in the last year, I threw out my saddle soap. It was one of those like bars of glycerin soap, and it was difficult to store, and it was gross. A slightly failed evening, but it was lovely. And I'll get home slightly earlier tonight than I did last night. So it's now Saturday. It's day 1 of my weekend of doing chores both days. I just had an early before chores ride, and I just put him out in his fly sheet for the first time this year. Last year when I put him out with the fly sheet on, it caused a bit of a ruckus with the other horses, so we're gonna see if that happens again this year. They haven't noticed yet. He's probably gonna roll. Jackass. I swear to God, these 2 are the ones I'm concerned about ripping his blanket. I think they're just very confused. Not much of a reaction at all. When I first put him out with his fly sheet on last year, I swear to God you would have thought the world was ending. Everybody was like snorting and staring at him, and it was hilarious. What has gotten into you? Are you being a monkey? Oh my God. The entire ride I felt like crying because she was so good, happy, no tension at all, and it was probably the best ride I've ever had on her, and I just can't, oh God, I can't get over the difference between Eve from January, who was so unhappy in the bit that she was in, to the slightly happier Eve once we found a bit that worked better for her, to this. Like, she was just so happy, but she does need to be ridden in a bit because she is a sales horse. Riding her bitless for a little while and having it as a skill that she can go nicely in a bit, in a bitless bridle, it makes her all the more marketable. Look at you, all shiny. So we are headed back out. She was a very good girl for her bath. And the question is she going to take off running and bucking? Go on. Honey, you have to... No, we're not. Not even going to go all the way in before you take a drink, eh? Go on. Up. Good girl. Maybe she's too tired after a ride. Well, that was boring. She's like, get out of the way. So it is now Sunday. It is about 6:55 in the morning, and I'm just getting ready to go to the barn so that I can ride Eve before I do chores. On the roster for today is riding Eve, and I'm actually going to do that first thing. And yeah, she's just, the amount that she's improving in every different area. Her confidence is just astronomical. So very proud of her.
Sunshine, weave through all of their signs. Their light, their rays give you shivers. Our views never differ, kind of. Will you take it with these unknowns? Does it scare you if you're alone?
The biggest difference I'm seeing in her canter is that previously, when she would start finding it difficult to even hint at a connection or a proper bend, she would go against the contact and kind of run against the bit, versus now she still stays with you. She just might not connect as easily. So we had some really nice moments, didn't we? So now it's time to get on to the bulk of my afternoon, which is going to be cleaning my brushes, cleaning Merlin's tack, and hopefully, if I have enough energy, giving Merlin a bath. I'll show you the reason why I'm cleaning my brushes. This is the situation. So it's very, yeah, it's nasty. I am ashamed to admit that this is my first time cleaning my saddles in ages.
I know what it means. Are we the only ones that feel like we were made to be stars, born with a spark? Shining so bright, dancing in the sky like a meteorite, like a meteorite. Light in the dark, like shooting stars.
Cleaning is done. Conditioning has commenced. I'm using the, again, FX leather balsam. I bought this stuff last year and it's fantastic. In general, anything by FL and FX is great. Pricey, but it lasts you forever.
Jade, I won't let go, I won't let you escape. Are we the only ones that feel like...
Conditioning is done. I'm going to bath Merlin while the conditioner is soaking into the leather. Let's go get a pony. I'm hearing a bumblebee and I don't like it. I hate bumblebees. So just for some context as to why I'm giving baths this weekend, Merlin has only ever had 1 or 2 baths in his life, and he's nearly 4. I don't bath that often. I know some people bathe their horses really regularly, even when they're not showing. Hi, bud. But not me. Bathing too often can cause some issues for their coat and whatever. But he is still shedding, and he has kind of like a winter's worth of grime. A winter's worth of grime kind of right at the surface level of his skin. So just like with Eve yesterday, it just will help get that dust and stuff out and make him feel good, won't it? Eve was way better yesterday than I was expecting, and hey, ow, yoy, ow, sorry guys, ouch. Well, that definitely has a current. You're okay, bud. Come here. Come see Mom. Hi, it's okay. It's all right. Shall we go in? Good boy. You're so concerned for me, aren't you? I'm literally having to take him to where he's eating grass and then leave him away so he can finish chewing what he has, because he never actually finishes what he eats. He drops shit everywhere. See? He's grabbing way more than he actually needs. When we take a step away, cool, and you finish chewing what you're eating. You did not just, Merlin! Oh my god, he just picked that up out of the root and started flinging it around and coated me in dirt, you little dingus. Overall, he was such a good boy. So we're gonna stand in here and dry while I put the rest of my stuff away. My saddles have come out so nicely. The brush box is clean. Now all I have to do is fit all this stuff back in. So in the winter, most of this stuff lives in that. My cat evolutions and potions. How is there already hay in here? Treats and thermometer, cotton and first aid stuff, writing elastics that I've never used, baby wipes, and pseudocreme. Mane and tail. This FL hoof ointment is absolutely incredible. I've had this nearly 3 years and there's still about that much left. Hoof doctor. There we go. So much better. Barely gets away from me and he's already planning his roll. Ah, child. Well, at least he's wearing his rain sheet, or fly sheet. Did that feel good? I am very impressed with myself. Normally I go about doing these tasks and it takes me weeks, but like I have said in previous videos, making a video motivates me to do stuff sometimes. It's a good motivator because it makes something that I don't enjoy very much into something that I do enjoy, and that definitely worked. I originally wasn't going to include any riding footage in this video, but it seemed natural to make this more of a barn vlog. I'm particularly impressed with how Eve took to the bitless bridle, so I'm definitely going to use that more in the future going forward. Probably not forever because she still does need to know how to use and be comfortable with the bit. But yeah, she just seemed so happy in it, so it's definitely going to be something that I use for hacking and for casual rides. Yeah, overall I've really enjoyed making this video. This weekend was the first proper nice weekend of the summer, even though it's not summer yet. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The likes especially really help get my videos seen by other people. Crazy to think that I'm nearly at, or I think about 10 subscribers away from 300, which blows my mind. So thank you to everyone who has joined. It really does mean the world to me. This has gone from being like a hobby to a bit of a passion project, and I've had such a motivation for it recently that I've just been, now that the weather's nicer, I've just been so motivated to work with the ponies and document memories that I'll be happy to look back on in the future. Until next time, I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Don't forget to give your horse or pony a hug or a kiss the next time you see them, and I will see you next time. Bye.